Jerry and I are on the verge of hypothermia. We're at Lee's Ferry. That's the Colorado River. Jerry and I are about to take a back haul up the river, 15-ish miles, just below the Glen Canyon Dam. We're gonna camp overnight somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. We got these inflatable kayaks. Hopefully we won't spring a leak. Oh yeah, how's the weather?
It's great. You always bring great weather.
Past few times, you know, I've been out here, we've had the weather has turned to crap. Immaculate weather. You know, if you consider cold rain and snow immaculate. Let's do it. Alright, back haul up to Colorado. Marble Canyon. Trip.
Looks so cold.
Looks slightly chilly.
All right, Marble Canyon, Colorado River, just out of Page, Arizona. We got 15 miles to get back. That's our back haul. It's cold, it's raining. We got work to do.
Oh, don't want to get wet.
Hey, try to look awesome doing this.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm a professional.
Like a pro.
Just like you've done this before. Yeehaw! Woohoo! Hey, he say Jerry? Yeah.
Draw it on the wall. Demons and witches, just let them fall.
So far it's been super chilled, super relaxed. And I kind of get the feeling like I should be working right now. I should be paddling. And then I look to the side at a fixed point and I'm like, holy smokes, we are cruising. Like right now it's going fast. This is easy.
I've been down, girl. Yes, I've been down.
Ooh yeah, got them class 5 rapids going on here.
Down before. I've been down. Sail this boat away from you, just for tonight. We won't go far away now. We'll be back by first light. In a while, I'll do everything, do my best to keep your smile. Girl, you're the one that I want, the one who paints my sky.
Woohoo!
And I've been down, girl. Yes, I've been down. Yes, I've been down before. I've been down.
All right, dude. Let's go check out some petroglyphs.
Oh, it's so cold.
Feet are freezing. So yeah, we are at the bend just before Horseshoe Bend. There are some petroglyphs up here on this wall and some restrooms. We can go check it out. All right, we're at the petroglyphs just before Horseshoe Bend. In fact, you're not gonna be able to see it in the video, but right there at the tip top, you can see what looks like dozens, maybe 100 people up there. We're gonna grab something to eat, maybe take a little bit of a break. It is kind of chilly though, so we might not be hanging out for too long and get moving. I'm trying to decide. Look at all this rain, man. This makes us not really want to camp, but maybe push straight through back to the truck.
I was thinking of sitting in one of those bathrooms until this stuff here passes.
Looks like we're having a picnic underneath the bathroom awning. At least it's dry.
So water coming off the edge of the canyon, right over there. Now we're back onto the water.
Just waiting on Jerry.
Dude, I'm seaworthy.
Current situation. Jerry and I are freezing our butts off right now. I'm on the verge of shivering. I'm so cold. But we're about to get moving on this kayak, heading down this Colorado River. We're gonna get to the last campsite and then make a decision if we're gonna stay overnight. So as long as the rain goes away, I think we'll be all right. But right now it is freezing cold. Just waiting on Jerry.
Trying to save as many toes as possible.
Under my skin, there's a shade that shines. Never sleep, never rise. Eyes
See the people right there.
under my feet, there's a road to walk. Dirt covers my tracks, never rise, never rise. Behind my feet, there's a faith. Behind my feet, there's a faith I can't forget. Out of my way, I'm on the run. I can see the light, oh, shining through me.
So yeah, we're past the 6 mile camp. With the weather looking like it is right now, we decided to go ahead and push through all the way through to the truck. And so it looks like we're going to try to get to Page, or either Page or Kanab tonight. No, we're not going to camp. Try to find a hotel room. So we're going to try to hurry up and get to the truck because it looks like it's getting darker and we're getting more and more rain.
I actually feel better.
All right. Still paddling. We've been getting rained on like crazy. It's very cold. We're very wet. So we're trying to get this last part over with. Let's get out of here.
Under my skin, there's a shade that shines. Never sleep, never rise.
Yup, it is coming down. A lot of rain.
Under my feet, there's a road to walk.
All right, Jerry and I are on the verge of hypothermia. Thank God he was able to call. We got a boat coming. Here's our boat. Oh shoot, dude, I'm getting. That's freaking scary, dude. Wow.
That's the only good part about this stuff. The boat don't get you back.
You good?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Yeah. I was shivering before I go to the shore, and I had to get, it was pouring down raining in the wind. I had to get my jacket on.
Yeah, that's once, man. It is no fun.
Dude, I'm shivering right now, dude.
Yeah, I can't believe how quick that wind and how, like, I was just all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't even go forward, man.
Dude, you shiver like I am, man.
Yeah, it got serious.
All right, here.
This wind's giving me a little push, so I'm gonna actually stay on the motor, guys.
Okay. It went from being like, yeah, I'm okay, we're almost back, to like, okay, this is serious.
Holy shit. What's your name, man?
My name's Sean.
Hey, Sean, you're awesome, dude.
Pleasure to meet you
Thank
guys.
you, dude.
We appreciated you before all this even happened. Yeah.
Get your heater going in your car.
Hey, thank you so much, man.
That's not a problem.
Hey, I'm serious. I was panicking.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, that safeguard. All right.
I started to warm up being out of that wind, dude.
I think another 5 minutes I would have been in.
I was scared, dude. That was concerning.
Yeah, that did not go as planned. Going back and watching all of the footage, honestly, it's kind of embarrassing. I was panicking. I mean, no way to dance around it. I was panicking. I've never dealt with hypothermia before. You know, when you're playing a video game and you have your little life bar about like right there, and you just start to see it just moving down very quickly. That's what I felt. I knew that we were in a situation that if we didn't change it very quickly, we would have been in a lot of trouble. We started the morning, looked at the weather report. It showed that we were gonna get rain for the first hour, and temperatures weren't bad. So we decided to push on. The rain didn't go away. It just stayed, and it progressively got worse. Where I messed up, about the time that we stopped at the petroglyphs, I was already starting to get wet at that point, and I was starting to get cold.
Jerry and I are freezing our butts off right now. I'm on the verge of shivering. I'm so cold.
I should have stopped what I was doing. I should have put my warm weather gear on before I proceeded forward. My fear though was that I was gonna get too hot. I tend to sweat a lot, I tend to heat up, and I didn't want to overheat. I proceeded forward with just wearing my rain jacket and one of these. So as we continued on forward, my pants kept getting wetter and some of my legs were getting cold. Everything was getting cold. And my thought was I would just paddle forward. And I actually did. I pulled ahead of Jerry by probably about 60 yards. And then this storm came out of nowhere and just rocked our world out there on the Colorado River. But I just remember looking back, looked over this way, and I saw Jerry about 60 yards back. I see him pulling over to a beach, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm bailing as well. Like at this point, I have waves coming up over the front of my kayak, and I turned sideways and I hightail it across the river to another beach that was about 50 yards ahead of him. Whenever I pulled up on the beach, I stepped out of the kayak, and it was at that moment I realized that my legs weren't working. Whenever I stepped out of the kayak, I fell into the water. That water is like 40 something degrees, and I made a bad situation worse. And my thought was I just need to get to Jerry because I can tell I'm starting to lose my mobility. So I ran back to Jerry And I fell 3 times doing that. I fell flat out on the ground. I was having such a hard time. Got to Jerry and I'm like, okay, I am in bad shape. Jerry, how are you doing? And he was like, I'm okay. Like, this weather sucks. I'm cold, but I'm okay. He said, how are you? I just flat out told him, I was like, I'm not okay. I need help. So he helped me take my rain jacket off, put my puffy on, and put my rain jacket back on. And then I remembered I had neoprene socks that go all the way up to my knees. And so I pulled my shoes off, put those on, which are not easy to put on, especially in the middle of a cold storm. And I put my gloves on and I started to jump up and down. I started to jump in place, trying to get my body heat back up. And it was at that point I looked over at Jerry and he's kind of gone silent. You know, I'm like, dude, are you okay? And he's shivering. At that point, he's starting to shake. And I'm like, crap, he's now where I was whenever I pulled over on the beach. And I'm like, dude, you need to jump up and down. So we're trying to get him to jump up and down. I'm trying to warm up. And we're like, okay, we got to figure out what to do. And we started to pull out the tent and everything. I'm like, dude, just call the boat. Like, you got the number, call the boat, see if you can get a call through. Tried one time, couldn't get to go through. Tried the second time, and he was able to put a call in. And by the time the boat got there, I was starting to warm back up. I was starting to get my mobility back, and I was starting to think clearly again. Because by the time I got to Jerry, whenever I pulled over on the side, I could not think clearly, which is the reason I was panicking. So yeah, the boat came and picked us up. We got out of the wind and started to warm up, and we got back to the truck, got the heater, got all the wet stuff off, and that was it. You know, not to dramatize the situation, if things wouldn't have changed, it would have been bad, but we did have a game plan. Looking back, I should have put my warm weather gear on earlier. And the other thing, moving forward on any type of adventure thing that we're gonna be doing, especially dealing with cold weather, I'm gonna start carrying one of those emergency blankets with me. If I had one of those, that would have been a game changer in the whole situation. So yeah, that's the whole story. I know I learned a lesson from it. Hopefully somebody else did. If not, hopefully you enjoyed seeing us go through this misery. But yeah, that's what happened. I'll do it all over again, just not in the rain.